Hey, how's it going, Ethan? Paul? Let me see, just prepping a few things. Yeah, how's your night, guys? Let's see. Mini Chibi is gonna start in like an hour still. I was originally going to make a video for like a review, like a typical review where I actually do some editing, but I figure like I actually do have a few notes, but I figure like, oh, that's too much work for Chibis. It's really not worth it. Set up a Lugner team. Are you asking me, or you're telling me that you did? Because I didn't get a full Lugner setup. Well, again, are there any clips on? Yeah, I'm gonna go over them in a little bit. Let's see. I guess I'm just setting up a poll. I guess just just to see if people are excited on YouTube at least. But yeah, I don't have them, surprisingly. I think I have like maybe one. Oh shit, I have to fix the screen. But yeah, I think I might have pulled one, at least one on each account. I think at most one on each account. We could check. Let's see. Lugner, nope, not a single Lugner on my alt. My main for sure has one, but that's it. And yeah, I am skipping Chibis. There's really nothing that worth chasing. There are some decent stuff, some decent units, some decent equips. Some of them you don't even have to chase if you pull before. But yeah, let me go over them then. Oh yeah, the thingy. Even then, I'm pretty sure I don't have it. Yeah, it's not showing up. My ult doesn't have it, but I know my main for sure has one Lugnar, but that's it. But yeah, let's look at the Chibi units real quick, and then I'll move on to do some Gale Cloud. Again, let's see, where's the notepad? Okay. So yeah, this frame, it is kind of cheap. It is 5 magic stones, but there's a lot of units that are extremely outdated and very useless. As you can see them down there, like mostly the 4 stars and the 5 stars are pretty garbage. Mainly because these are only like equips, like the Chinese god ones. The 3 stars are also pretty ass, except for Seal, who's only really seeing some use because of the new mini butler Kurotobi that we'll be seeing in a little bit. But this unit serves as the looping cap breaker for that team. But even then, yeah, Chibi should be in an hour, 48 minutes. But yeah, the Seal is useful because he's a looping cap breaker. Chibi Kuro, he actually does cap break himself at the beginning from the first stage active skill, but you know, there's always enemies that are overriding your cap breaks or avoiding your buffs. So this turn lasting 30 billion cap break is not gonna last. And the unit of choice for that team is Seal, because Butler Kurotobi also has a leader skill where you need to meet a certain rarity requirement. I think it's like we could check for sure now. But your team needs to have a total of 30 rarity or less. And you know, thankfully, I guess for that team, Seal is 3-star rarity, so that opens up a few more slots that you could fit, like higher rarity units. On the description of this YouTube channel, I have a playlist for Butler Kuro, some Butler Kuro teams to like tackle Gale Cloud, and yeah, you pretty much often see Seal. But this is an old unit. You might have it if you pull in Chibis before. That's like less of a reason to chase him, because maybe you can buy Butler Kuro if you care. But I kind of see him as a waste of money. He is the bad unit. He's not the BGM. Or I guess if you have a lot of old Chibis, you could also exchange for Butler Kuro, like at least one. But you could just buy it and forget about him. But yeah, the Seal is definitely a unit you do want to have for the team. the team doesn't have a lot of flexibility because of that rarity requirement. It's just there's not a lot of good units that are low rarity, unfortunately. And that one's pretty much the best one. It also gives you what? A delay, sure, whatever. But yeah, the cooldown on this unit is really long. Like an 8-turn looping cap breaker, that can be easily interrupted. Like you kind of have to know the dungeon well. Like Kuro is unfortunately not that fast as a leader, and this thing doesn't help. And hello, Professor. But yeah, Silver X will make a multi-unit if you get Nikkei in the banner. Oh no, this is actually a full RAM full of Chibis. So it's only Chibis in the machine. There's no Nikkei in here, unfortunately. You're gonna use the Metatron twins instead of the Kaiju card you don't have. For Lugner? I'm not too sure about. I mean, it depends. It really depends on the dungeon where you're using Lugner. But I don't remember using the Metatron duo on that team. I mean, it could work okay, but I feel like with Lugner, you're gonna have a bunch of like maybe Dark Orbs touching after you pop that duo for your cleric. So it's maybe not the worst. I mean, there is one unit here that might work with Lugner. I think somebody mentioned that. But yeah, we'll get there in a little bit. Yeah, just get the free rolls and call it a day. Idol Master, yeah, that's my plan too. Idol Master is where I'll be focusing on. Let's see, Flamey. I don't think Flamey is notable. Cap break for attacker types. Most of the units here are not attacker, I don't think. Yeah, Devil Dragon for Kuro. I mean, maybe Flamey would have been good for that because it is a low cooldown cap breaker. I mean, but 13 billion is not that great also. This heal is a little higher, right? 16 billion, yeah, that's a little higher. Okay, another unit that's somewhat notable. Let's see. Well, the 4-stars are all pretty much all garbage. Maybe not Sakuya because she does have a gravity, but everyone else, all of the other Chinese cats are not that great. This is like a cheap OE SBR part break equip if you don't have anything better, but they're not that great. They're not good at all, really. Yeah, this is an easy skip rem. I guess you could just see it as a chance from Gung-Ho to like allow you to save stones for a little longer. You have 10 Chibi units, and some of the Chibi units are not here. These are called like sticker Chibis or something. Because if you notice, the art is a little different of all the units at the bottom. So even some of the units that you might think are Chibis, they're not gonna be fodder for Kurotobi, for example, or the other 7-star Chibi units here. But yeah, if you do search Chibis, I think all of these show up. Like we could look it up. I'm pretty sure I have some of those, not Chibi, mini units or something. But yeah, like Callie shows up here, but she's not in the RAM. So she's actually not fodder for Kuro or the other 7-stars here. Because yeah, you see Callie here. Yeah, mini monster. Let's see. So we saw the 4-stars again. Nothing notable. I guess yeah. MP card usually is what I do kind of like first. I mean, let's look at the non-rem units. These are all garbage. Even though these tokens are farmable and these are pretty much free, I kind of would skip them because they don't seem that useful to me. Like even for swiping, 2 breaks is not that much OE stacking. It's kind of whatever. I would like these are pretty much like -2 box space if you're gonna get them. This black metal unit, he maybe seems like he could fit in with like a Doma team maybe because all of the crosses. But I'm pretty sure the OE Skyfall will override the water Skyfall. I'm pretty sure that's how it works in the game, but you could check. But even if it doesn't, even if they stack, I don't see why you would run Cockatrice in a Doma team. At the very least, this is a unit with a quick cooldown for overriding negative Skyfall debuffs. It's also pretty quick as a rebuffer, like 2x HP, 2x recovery, 2x move time on a 3-turn cooldown. It's pretty decent. It is free. I would just get one if you haven't gotten one so far. But I mean, it does have to transform. And if you see, he doesn't even charge or do anything somewhat useful for most teams, like a delay even. So yeah, just get one. It is like also a negative box space, but I feel like it's way better than the other two token exchangeable units. Oh yeah, those are pretty good equipped heroes, sorry. And yeah, the MP card, well, what are the other ones? Oh, well, yeah, there are two descendants. Typhon was here last time. I'm pretty sure I farmed a few of him, because back in the day, whenever Chibis ran, his dungeon was decent if you wanted to farm latent resets. There were not that many dungeons apart from UN2, and this one was a little bit easier, I think. I mean, that was basically the appeal for Typhon Descended. This unit is not that great. You can't even. This is a haste system basically, but rainbow. I don't think you're gonna be using this in a lot of places or any places really. And it's not even used for a sync awakening. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure only Athena is. Yeah, doesn't get used for anything. So you would only get it for collection purposes. Athena is a new descendant unit. Low cooldown active skill. I mean, 50 billion cap break for one turn is not too bad, I guess. But she does have a bunch of issues, like her being bindable. Her damage awakenings are not that impressive, especially if you're not doing TPA matches. So this is just like a decent HP rebuffer, maybe a damage stick if you could use it in a light TPA team. I don't think there's that many. Maybe you could use it with Fern somehow, because that's the only light combo team that's somewhat meta at the moment. Like if you go out of your way, you could match some TPAs. But I kind of wouldn't recommend it, because you just wanna match 3 orb combos for Fern, so you can scale recovery and attack and Fua. You're gonna be losing one orb for each TPA, and those could add up, because maybe you'll need a lot of Fua. And yeah, finally the MP unit. I also wouldn't get them. Like the first stage doesn't do anything. Well, it doesn't do nothing. 40% gravity, that could be useful maybe for some farming purposes. But I feel like you for those purposes you could use there's like a plethora of equips out there that have like big gravities. If it was 50, then maybe this could have been really, really useful, but it's only 40%. Most notably, you see a lot of like super results that are like 50 or even lower nowadays, especially in endgame. So this is not going to be that useful, I don't think. The second stage, it's not that bad. It is it does give you decent pierce uptime. Also clears awoken binds and fixes your board. The pierce effect lasts for 3 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. It's not too bad, but the main thing holding back this unit, I think, is the first stage active skill. It's just not that great. It doesn't do anything, especially in this meta where we have a bunch of units that either need a lot of skill boosts to transform, or maybe there are units like Fern or Reinhardt where they don't have any skill boost. So you still need like some effective skill boost on your other units that do not transform, so you can bring them up and transform them ASAP. So this is not that great. I don't like the base one. I don't like base Butler Tsukuyomi, and the equip isn't that great either. It does have a lot of effective skill boosts. I mean, the afternoon tea awakening, it's also something. I don't know. 7 effective skill boosts if you can delay the first floor. It's not the worst, but it is not the fastest unit out there. It still could be useful, but I feel like it's not a wise use of MP. The 1 million MP. Something's going on with you two. You have yourself full announcements, but they're no longer giving live up announcements. Oh, it's not? Idolmaster doesn't have an MP unit. Like, Idolmaster is not a full machine, it's a super Gatfest. If you were here around for Chainsaw Man, it's pretty much that. Where it's like a couple of units, I think it's like maybe 10 or something, that are going to be introduced from Idolmaster, but otherwise it's gonna be filled with GFEs and Pantheons too. Let's see, I think it did notify now. What is going on with YouTube? Oh, YouTube, by the way, you have to oh, that sucks. I think there's something you could click the bell again to allow. I think that's what you're saying, that you have all notifications. But yeah, I don't know how to fix that if it doesn't work. You can insert notifications. Yeah, not too sure what you could do there, unfortunately. I know Idol Master is a third-party collab, actually. We're getting hopefully we get it. So I do keep saying like I'm gonna roll in Idol Master, but we don't know if we're gonna get Idol Master. It's a super Gathfest with like 7 or so units from that third party collab. If we don't get it, we'll probably just get a super Gathfest. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Korea will get it. So if they get it and we don't, then that's how we know. Now there's a WMP. Even if they're hyper good equipped, they can't even do that. Yeah, it's not worth it. Yeah, this one, Yomi is definitely not worth it. Yeah, well, YouTube is really not nothing now. Well, I don't know if I should be saying this, but I mean, I use rebans on my phone for both YouTube and Twitter /X, so I can block ads. And the X Twitter spoofing, it's not a spoof. I don't know what you would call it, but it's an ad blocker for those applications. But that one stopped working completely. I don't know. Maybe they're. I mean, but that's Twitter. That's not YouTube. I'm just saying, like, maybe some stuff is breaking down somewhere also in YouTube, or they are like targeting ad blockers. If you do have that, does this have any? Yeah, I'm gonna go over some of the notable equips in a little bit because I'm not gonna go over all units. I just went over the farmables and the MPs, and then I went through some like pretty much seal, and that was it. But yeah, I'll look at some of the units. Sounds. Yeah, definitely recommend saving. don't go crazy on this RAM. I'm probably not going to roll at all. I don't know. Some of the equips I do like them, but it's not worth going for them. Like I'm gonna wait for all of the free rolls and then see if I'm tempted. Maybe I'll do like a couple of single pulls with that, but that's gonna be it for me. Let's see. So we have Seal, who's like somewhat important for the Butler Kuro team. 4 stars are all pretty much skippable. Okay, the 5 stars, there's some okay stuff. And that's mainly just the new ones. I mean, I do like Hera because she is a low cooldown 30% gravity. But that's pretty much it. But yeah, from the 5 stars, the notable stuff are the 2 new Ramdras. Well, the Pemdra is not that great, but this could be useful for a swiping team. There's an additional effect to the active skill. You can actually see it here on Sanbon. So you get looping Pierce effect, plus you either increase the damage cap rate to 70 billion for 1 turn, you create 5 combo orbs, or you make a 7x6 board. This one's not that great. Looping Piercer, it's not that unique. I mean, ever since like I think it was Halloween Elfried, I think that she was like the first one. But like we have Valentine Athena. But I guess for Wood Swipe, this isn't. This is a option if you want Omni Pierce. I feel like you would run something else though, like maybe a long-lasting Pierce effect, like from Namei's equip or something. Yeah, Academy. Yeah, Academy is actually a better use of stones than Chibi because there are some pretty interesting equips in that RAM. Like way more than this one. Maybe way more is an exaggeration, but there are like a somewhat significant amount more. When the significant amount of notable equips in this RAM is like 3 or 4. But yeah, the better one is the Diamond Rendra, because this actually, I mean, the Pemdra also had like a something boosting leader skill. It boosts egg drop rate. That's not that useful really. The one that people mostly care for is leader skills that boost either power breaks if you're farming them or EXP. And the Diamond Rendra does that. 1.8 rank XP, which is not the highest because again, Celine, and I think OG Celine. No, OG Celine is like 1.9. Bartender Celine, and there's the Gintama guy, the old Gintama guy from that NA had access to, but it recently got buffed in JP to keep also 2x HP. I mean, 2x XP. 1.8 is not the highest, but it's still pretty good. I mean, especially because this unit can actually like do something in a team. Because like Celine, she gives you a full board of heal, full board of light, and then maybe a haste. And the haste might be useful, but most likely you could do without. This one, you know, a double absorption voider is really good, and it also breaks 2 shields. This is pretty useful for farming. I'm pretty sure for Academy or Ferion, I was swiping with Kikoro, I believe, and I was using this Diamond Gemra because I needed the double absorption voider and also the 2 shield destruction. So it's really nice on a 5-turn cooldown. Really amazing unit to get if you get it for free. Definitely I wouldn't recommend chasing because again the RAM is full with a lot of garbage. And the other effects that you could get are the same from the Pemdra. Not that notable, I wouldn't count on them. Honestly, even the 5 cores might be a little annoying. Yeah, the 7x6 core is also annoying with like Kikoro, because then when you pop Kikoro, he's gonna give you a long L, basically. I feel like the entire GM needed to just make a box instead of giving random dark robes. I feel like the counter transformation needed a target bug. I mean, but then you'll just be swiping in game with that BGM. I feel like it's decently balanced, but it's not that that if I don't mind that it's not like swipeable. Like it does get boring. I did play it a bunch of times farming the Underworld title, and I did get very sleepy playing it. It's basically like Doma, really. If you didn't enjoy Doma, you're gonna fall asleep playing the Gintama BGM game also. Non-zero, or did I say something else? It's still strong. Yes, it is really strong. And I believe like for some dungeons, like sometimes you want to stall, and the way when Gintama BGM, you can like match a blob and activate your leader skill. Exchange for a 4 Furion for the equip. I have a bunch of fodder. Is it still available, the exchanges? I feel like the Furion's equip is not that great. I would probably save the fodder. If you're swimming, I mean, nothing's stopping you, but it's like it's not that amazing. It's like what, 3 skill boosts, 7C, bar break maybe. I feel like that's totally replaceable. I'm pretty sure the active skill is not even that great. So I if you're swimming on it, sure, go ahead. But I feel like you could definitely do without them. You're not surprised that not many people, if at all, are hyped for this point. Then again, the project won't feel like starting to lag behind stronger teams for rank hard. For skill boost, yeah, that is something, but I feel like you could completely do without. I mean, if you just want 4 skill boosts, you could just buy this thing. You get a afternoon tea awakening too. Imperial Drama, it is lagging a little bit behind, especially in Gale Cloud, because the recovery is not that great, and you have to move a bunch of orbs. I mean, there's not that many thorns in Gale, but it's still the healing is still not that impressive. Like Reinhardt can sort of like get away with it, because he does create a lot of heals. With Imperial Jamon, you're at the mercy of Imperial Jamon's orb gen. You could like actually end up without a heal TBA. Unlikely, but it could happen. Let's see. So again, out of the 5 rarity units, the Diamond Render is like the best unit you could get. One of the best units you get in this event, actually. And let's see. Some of the older units that get equips, Hirosauri, I think I actually mentioned, like Metatron, Sonia, and Light Metatron, Dark Metatron, and Sonia are like the most notable ones, in my opinion, that get a decent equip. You should definitely check if you have them, because their equips are pretty good. Let's look at Light Metatron. The base ones are not that great because they have like a bunch of OE awakenings. Like those are pretty useless because, I mean, you would rather have anything else basically, like some skill boost, or maybe it's some more bulk, because the stats on these units is not that great. Like AK HP is not that great. So the equip is actually the only one, I'm pretty sure I checked this for the video, but this is the only one so far that has Levitate and a Heal OE+. So that combination alone is really great for super altitude and super gravity dungeons on a unit that actually has other heal OEs. But if not, then if you don't care for the heal OE, SBR and some OEs is still decent. The active skill does kind of suck. It doesn't do anything. Because actually, no. This is the auto heal. This could be useful also for some swiping team. It's not that unique because 12 turns of auto heal. I feel like there are comparable stuff out there, and if anything, you could run like a bunch of other looping auto healer subs, or non-looping like Valentine Athena. I'm pretty sure Natsuru or Rosalind has. I think it's Rosalind. Water Rosalind is like a looping auto healer. I think pretty sure most auto healers that came out or got buffed recently are like at least 40%. I think Sane might be 40% if I'm not wrong. So you could run him if you pulled in rear end. 45% actually, a little bit higher. But yeah, for some swiping builds, 40% might be just good enough. For skill boost and SDR, I guess yeah, it is unique in that sense, but I don't know. I still feel like it's completely replaceable. I haven't had the need to like stack that many skill boosts and also have SBR on a unit, but I could definitely see a point where you might need that. I still probably wouldn't. I don't know, especially if you're like giving up some units that you might not have that many copies of. I don't know how much in fodder you're swimming in. You can still use Narumi sometimes, damage falling behind at this point. Yeah, especially because there's also like for Narumi specifically, because most of the team is reliant on what's it called, on Resonance Awakenings. Any hits that like also remove your assists are very dicey to survive. Like in Gale Cloud, you kind of have to like put on a shield for the boss's 50% hit. That hit, like a lot of teams can survive without a shield, but like Narumi can definitely need like a shield in addition to like recovering the assist. Chibis will be out in 24 minutes. It's not out yet, but it should be very soon. Let's see. So yeah, Metatron, really good equip. Sonia also has a decent equip. Like the base one again, the cooldown. This is the bases and the Evo are like a cleric and a full board changer. It's not that great because of the cooldown. Nowadays, you expect your clerics to be on like on a 4 or maybe a 3, maybe a 5 if you can like time things decently. Cooldown 7 is a little just too long. But the equip and the active skill on her equip, I mean the awakenings on her equip are really decent for fire teams. Also, she gives you a 3 bonus combo for 15 turns, which makes me think of Kafka. Because if you guys know Kafka, when you use him with Tenjiro and Nezuko, if you double pair Kafkas and then you run that origin system, you can swipe the board. If you swipe the rows that they give you, they bring you up to 9 combos. But to fully activate Kafka's leader skill, you need 11 combos. So you need to add like a unit that gives you a looping +3 combo buff or an equip like this one. I mean, the equip doesn't loop, so there's gonna be some downtime. I think Elgenubi is basically the only unit worth running that actually gives you 3 looping combos, and that's it. I think Erica, both of these units are from heroines. Erica gives you +2, also looping, and a damage reduction shield. So even for Kafka, this might not be the best option because you might have those other units. And you could also use Butler Kuro. Butler Kuro doesn't reapply the combo buff because he's like a +3 combos for like 30 turns or 35 turns. So for some dungeons where you might use the Sonia equip, maybe you could just use those other units. But this is still pretty nice, I think, because you have Fire Sabat, Chibi 7C, SBR, Heartbreak, and the HP Awakenings. It's not Team HP, but it does give you some bulk. It's still fairly decent. Some people might. I actually have them on both of my accounts, like surprisingly, and I'm happy that I have them because the equip is useful. I think, am I using it on my build? No. I'm pretty sure I was going to use it on my Gale Cloud build, but then I found something better for the team. Because early in Gale Cloud, on the second floor, there's like a long-lasting... It's not that long. It's like 5 yeah, I think it's like 5 turns of -3 or -2 combos. So you could use this to like balance that out. But yeah, really, really solid equip. Dark Metatron. I mean, this reminds me of the Gyoko equip. It's like same OEs, skill boost, skill charge. This one has 3 team HPs over Gyoko's equip that has 2 team HPs. So this is better, definitely. But it doesn't come with any damage awakenings, because the Gyoko equip gives you a 7C+. The active skill, the cooldown is really long, actually. 28 turns. It's gonna take a lot of skill boosts to like actually get this up on time, turn 1. But those effects are pretty nice. Like, it might be doing too much. Maybe it could have lost some effect to lower the cooldown. Because yeah, voids and damage absorption plus 3 combos, and all attacks become mass attacks for 6 turns. That is a long time. And then it also charges by 4 turns, which is pretty good for a lot of teams. But yeah, void absorption. I mean, for some dungeons, you can actually like not have to worry about bringing a unit that deals with damage absorption. It's not that many, because a lot of times you do want like a dedicated unit to deal with those double absorption shields, like attribute and damage absorption. But I remember Mercury is a dungeon where you get Elaine and also I think Water Zeus. So I think they're like back to back, or there's like a floor in between them, and both of them absorb damage. So you can like actually just use this early on and then void those absorption shields, and then damage absorption doesn't happen at all in the dungeon, I think, after Water Zeus or Elaine, whoever's the latest one. So that's where you could use this one. But again, a lot of dungeons do require you to carry a dedicated sub for that. Plus 3 combos, again, just like with the Sonia equip. You could use it with Kafka, but this is only 6 turns. It might not be that useful. But it's still something nice to have. I mean, again, for Gale Cloud, that 6 turns is probably enough to deal with the early combo debuff, and that's it. So it's not that bad. And then all attacks become mass attacks. So this effect is not that common, actually. It's not unique. But I feel like a lot of teams don't really care much for this. Like, for example, if you guys are, if you guys are unaware, whenever you match 5 or more orbs in one combo, that is a mass attack. Because that attack with that attribute will attack all enemies. So if you have 5 enemies, you make a mass attack, you're gonna hit all of them. But if you match 4 or less, well, 4 or 3, because you can't match 2 or 1. But if you match 4 or less, you're only gonna target 1 enemy unless your units also have TPAs. And when you have TPA awakenings, you only target 2 enemies. And that's pretty much like, and manually you can only target 1 enemy. So when you match TPAs, like auto targeting will target the enemy with the like least HP, I think. That's what it usually does to like kill it. So for those teams that match like 3 orb or 4 orb matches or TPAs, this could matter. Like if you want to handle 5 enemies at once, so you can hit all of them. But I feel like a lot of teams don't really care for this effect. But it's still, I don't know, still interesting. Very, very, very niche applications, but it's still something that if you have in your monster box, that's like, I feel like it's less of a reason to like actually roll in Chibi. Let's see. I mean, Claire also got an equip. I don't think this is that great, but I mean, yeah, it's not that great. Just Dark Sub attribute, Part Break, 2 SBRs. I mean, that could be useful for something. I could have sworn that she gave you like a cap break, because she kept showing up. for some searches that I was doing. But I guess I'm wrong, or I guess I'm misremembering. Maybe it's the other Valkyries. But yeah, this one's kind of whatever. I mean, she did get an equip Evo. Scold also got an equip Evo, but I don't think these are that notable. This one, it is 3 resist and an SBR. So it could be something. I feel like it's not gonna be useful for a lot of people either. Haku is a new unit. You can make a system, but light and dark TPAs are not like a strong archetype at the moment. The equip does add a decent amount of OEs, but that's about it. I feel like it's not totally useless, but I wouldn't really chase this. Nephthys actually is really decent. The base, it's not that great. And if we get Gintama, Dark BDP is gonna be in a better place, and they're not gonna use Nephthys. What they're gonna use is her equip, actually, because this equip is really, really good on the Gintama BGM unit. I feel like, but most of the time for the builds that I've used, or the builds that I've seen, you only see one of them leading with this equip, because the equip is really good, because the double BDP equip with the SDR, with the T, with the poison resist, and the SBR, those are all really good awakenings for the team, because the team doesn't override or doesn't change the whole board. It only changes 9 orbs into dark. So if an enemy wants to give you a lot of poisons, that poison resist awakening is going to be really useful, because also that team doesn't they heal with auto heal effects, so you're never going to have like a heal orbs on the board to like out so you can out recover poison orbs. So the poison resist is really good for that. Again, the team doesn't recover, deals with auto heal, so you want to have like some afternoon tea awakenings if you can manage. So the tea is good there, because it lets you like deal with thorn damage and adds a little bit more bulk, which is, I feel like it's the most impactful thing out of the tea awakening. But yeah, again, to deal with thorn damage, it's a decent equip. SDR equip is like generally good in most units. The Gintama VGM has an SDR awakening on the base, so with this you have 4 SDR awakenings, and you don't really need more than 4 SDRs usually on your units. In Gale Cloud, your subs need like 5 SDRs, but your leaders don't. So 4 SDRs right now are like you can manage with like I think everything in endgame right now. So that opens up more free latent slots for that Gintama unit. And the BDP just for more damage. And usually the team, I mean, some team comps don't have full SBR, so that the SBR awakening here is also really useful. And that unit is also like Reinhardt, because he doesn't have any skill boosts on the base. So those 2 skill boosts are also really, really handy. But that being said, even though this is one of the best equips you can have on that Gintama BGM unit, we don't know if we're going to get Gintama. So imagine you're chasing Nephthys because you want to play the Gintama BGM unit, and then we don't even get Gintama in NA. So again, another reason why you shouldn't be rolling in the RAM, because we don't know what's gonna come in the future for our server. But this is a really, really nice equip for that team. And like I mentioned, you at most only see one of this equip on the team. So hope that you find a friend that has Nephthys from like a free roll, or maybe you can like free roll it. Odin is a BGM unit for Chibis, and I feel like you can skip on them if you buy, but maybe if you farm a lot, if you swipe a lot, and you have the disposable income, this is not that bad of a unit to get. Because this one is really good if you have like a Odin setup, because this one synergizes there really nicely. The active skill gives you 10 combos and a big cap break, and also gives you Origin and destroys to shield. So those could be really handy for just for swiping. I mean, if you have a full Ordeal Odin system, you don't need the Origin, but if you get hit with a combo absorption, a combo void shield actually, because I think doesn't Odin void that. Let's see. I think Odin Voids. I might be just thinking of Hikuro. I don't really use Ordeal Odin. I actually need to make him. What am I misremembering? Does he void? 30 billion. No, he doesn't void absorption shields. Let's see. Okay, I have to copy this link so I can blacklist it. Because I feel like I didn't blacklist this one before. I mean, I definitely didn't. Let's see. Okay, ban. All right. So yeah, he doesn't void combo absorption shields. I mean, even if it did, like combo void shields are a thing you might need to bypass with Ordeal Odin, and that's where the 10 added combos on this unit might come in useful. I mean, if you're swiping, you might not even want to see this animation. So I feel like you shouldn't feel any FOMO. I think if you miss out on this BGM unit, because a lot of setup Ordeal Odin setups can work without this unit, because there's a bunch of equips out there. Maybe not that many, but there's a handful of equips out there that can add like 10 or more combos in for one turn at least. So that's where you could instead of using that unit, you just have to switch equips here and there. And it definitely depends on what you're farming with Ordeal Odin. Like, so I've seen some teams don't even use like a full Ordeal system, which means 3 units. I've seen some teams that only use two Ordeal Odins, and that's it. Because also Ordeal Odin gets used to farm like 891 dungeons, like collab or in-house dungeons. And in those teams, you want to maximize training slots. So if you're fitting in Chibi Odin, that's -1 plus living breakthrough training slots. So a lot of times I feel like you can do without this unit. It is nice for if you have that swipe team, but I don't think it's worth the money. But the equip is also nice for farming. Mainly for parts farming because of the double TPA. I mean, double perfect equips, 2 skill boosts, and I feel like the BDP awakening is not that great. But this one is interesting because it increases. It's a looping shield, well, a 10 turn damage reduction shield, and it also is a long-lasting cap break effect for the ally on the left. It also gives you orb gen, so if you're using Odin, you could use this in an Odin team or the Odin. But yeah, the interesting part is the 30 billion cap rate for 10 turns. For some farming setups, you don't need that much damage. You might just do with 1 unit having that big of a cap break. And yeah, this is something you could use. I'm pretty sure. I mean, we might as well look it up. From what's it called? Idolmaster has one. He wasn't able to get that team, the Freyren team. Let's see, but Idolmaster has a unit. So Ordeal Odin was left, right? This one is right, I believe. This one is for 13 turns. The damage coverage of unit to your right becomes 30 billion. So this one's for a little longer. It doesn't give you the shield, but yeah, there's some setups where one might work better than the other one. But and that unit is actually purchasable. It's a BGM also, so you could use. I mean, it depends on the setup, because it also depends where your units are placed. I guess Odin has the benefit. Well, Odin could be used in basically any spot except as your leader. And, the opposite goes for the other unit. Like, the other one cannot be used as your helper. Because then she wouldn't cap anything. And then Odin as a leader wouldn't cap... a unit as a leader with this equip wouldn't cap break anyone. We have definitely really interesting applications where you could run them, especially for farming. But if you have Kikuru, I feel like you or any other swipe team, maybe even I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Logner because I feel like it is a little weak, and it requires more investment because you need to worry about the sub attribute a lot of times. So at least Odin would be better than Lagner, but maybe not as good as Kikoru. But this equip is definitely very, very interesting. I don't think it's worth the $30, but maybe some people out there do. And I mean, I wouldn't blame you guys if you do buy it, because that way you don't have to touch this RAM, and you can just get that solid farming unit and equip. Let's see, Horus is not that great, apart from the equip. You missed the water BGM guy. What do you mean? This one? It's not. Oh, Hemel. So you have 3 free errands, and then you can just pair with the friend. And I think you have 5 minutes to exchange for free errand if you don't have 3. But I don't know if you have the fodder because you can't roll anymore. You got 1. Yeah, that sucks. Because you either need a Himmel and 2 free errands or 3 free errands to pair with a friend. So it doesn't sound like you're gonna be able to play the team because there's really nothing that can replace free errand because nobody voids super gravity, and also gives you a full board every turn, every three turns to close the system. Let's see, Horus. He's like an EMM unit. I mean, you don't have to play it as expert multi-match. And I feel like, yeah, there's just a looping piercer with an OE Skyfall and a self cap rate to 24 billion. I feel like this is not that great. I mean, if you're playing Rainbow right now, you're probably playing Freerin, and you have Himmel as your looping piercer, Omni Piercer. You don't really have space to run a unit such as this, so you have to be playing some other type of Rainbow team to like actually use this Horus, I think. Maybe it'll be useful in the future. I kind of doubt it, but because I feel like self cap breakers are gonna age a little bit better. I mean, we've seen that. Because like with Imperial Dragon is falling off a little bit because he's a full team wide cap breaker, and the only way to add damage is to run an off type self cap breaker. And yeah, like Reinhardt, he self cap breaks, and you want your subs to self cap break also, and that's also another out to like cap break debuffs, because then you like hopefully the units are on a short cooldown, and you can just like quickly recover from the self cap break debuffs, from the cap break debuffs. Mind the free and kill you. You like the show, you wanted to at least 1 rating. I roll enough for 5 free and 3 ferns, 3 stars when you get a Denken. 4 Himmels, yeah, that's a lot. I mean, did you want Denken? Denken's only good for I mean, yeah, you're a fan of fun, a fan of the show, so you probably did want them just for collection purposes. But only Shizuru like using them. Let's see. But yeah, the base for Horus, I don't see a lot of people using them. Leader skill is okay though. But you need to match like 4 attributes, and I mean, you're probably gonna be playing Rainbow with this unit anyway. So you're gonna be matching Firewood anyways. I feel like it's not that great, but it could work as a leader. If you're playing some other maybe if you came back, if you free roll, maybe you have Gino. You could play that Rainbow team. I don't know. Well, then the Recarbio is not gonna apply to him. But it probably would only matter if your unit with a bunch of healoes is a GAT type, and that's it. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, 3 friends is really, really, really lucky. Wait, did you roll 5 friends or did you exchange some of them? Because that's also really, really lucky. Because she is at 1%. Okay, for Horus, the equip is solid. I've seen it in some builds. Like, it definitely patches some holes with the SBRs and the team HP. Blind resist and levitate could all be very, very useful. It does give you a long-lasting OE Skyfall and +1 combo. and it's a 3-turn haste. I feel like this could be useful. The 1-turn combo doesn't really help that much, but it could help out in Gale Cloud or in the next endgame title, Scorching Earth, I think is the name, the translated name. Because in these dungeons we haven't seen any like any buff voids. We do get like OE Skyfall debuffs and Capric debuffs, but like at least the +1 combo for 99 turns is gonna last you throughout the whole dungeon. Because when enemies give you negative combo debuffs, you still keep your added combo buffs. I don't know why that is. It just is. Because if you have a heal OE Skyfall, if you have an enhanced Skyfall and an enemy gives you a negative Skyfall, then you lose the enhanced one and then it gets replaced with the negative one. But with combos, it doesn't work that way. So at least you will retain that +1 combo throughout the whole time, even if the enhance orb Skyfall actually gets overwritten, which does happen in Gale Cloud and the next endgame title. You roll 4, yeah, that is very lucky. Yeah, at least Chibi's and this rem is an easy skip for most, I think. Nothing worth chasing, and if you really want the good stuff, you could buy the bundles, but I still wouldn't really recommend it. And then Susano, he's like another option to deal with big hits in endgame content. 6-turn cooldown, Blast reduces damage, and it's also a looping cap break for 24 billion. Also destroys 2 shields. I'm pretty sure I might have used this in a farming build too because of the 2 shield destruction. I wasn't even using it for the big shield in my JP account, but yeah, this kind of works in endgame basically. When are the Chibis? It just came out a minute ago, if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Let's just check. Yeah, I started out at like 9, and I'm almost done basically. But yeah, Chibis is out. Yeah, I'm going through the rem. You could start if you want to see the rest of the stuff, but I moved on through everything basically except the last 3 units, the 7-star units. But yeah, I started the stream talking about Chibis, and let's finish it. Let's see, Kami Masubi. Yeah, this could work with Lugner as your cleric, because there's not that many damage dealers with cross awakenings for Dark. But again, the same issue as Tsukuyomi, the first stage active skill doesn't really do much. It is effectively 1 skill boost, but I feel like it's not that great, especially for a swiping build like Lugner. That's just gonna be 1 turn of doing nothing if you need the effective skill boost. This is actually just made up. No, they're just Chibi versions of them, because not all of them are maid and butlers. Yeah, like Sonia, Metatron, they're still their usual selves, I guess. Just the new stuff is basically, yeah, maid and butler, because also the MP unit is the butler Yomi. Yeah, Horus actually and Susano are not in uniform either. But yeah, Kami Masubi again, it could work as a cleric. Like that team could also use an auto healer, Lugner. So this could be useful there, but 30% auto heal, it might not be enough for some dungeons. And if you need an auto healer, you could run the other units that give you 40 or 45% auto heal. The equip doesn't seem that great, but it is another long-lasting auto heal, 40% HP for 10 turns. Void combo absorption, damage absorption for 3 turns. Like I feel like this is not that great, not that unique. It looks totally replaceable. This unit is exchangeable. I wouldn't even bother. Maybe if you have Lugner and you have a lot of Chibis from a long time ago, maybe you could do that. But I feel like even if you have Lugner, you could do without them, without Kami Masubi. Let's see, Milk. Long-lasting auto heal on the first stage, and then you lose it, but then 5-turn cooldown, 3-turn damage absorption void. That all. So it's another out for big shield, for big hits. I mean, because it vastly reduces damage, so that's 75% damage reduction. It's also a board change. This unit is a dark PvP unit. Again, when dark PvPs are gonna get strong with Gintama, if we do get them, they're not gonna use this unit. You could maybe use them with OG made made milk, maybe. I don't know. I don't really use that unit, so I'm not too familiar. But even that team is not that strong. So I don't see much value for the base. Because again, once dark BDPs come into the meta, they're not gonna use this unit. And I don't think they're gonna use their equip, Dark Sub attribute. I mean, it's decent utility, I guess. 2 skill boosts, 2 team HPs, 2 SBRs, T Awakening, and then Dark Sub attribute. Dark Sub attribute might suck if you're doing like end game content, because you would probably want like a damage awakening to like also boost your, if you do need the Dark Sub attribute change, you would want that damage awakening to boost your damage, because otherwise there's really no point in changing your sub attribute if you're not gonna deal more damage. I mean, it depends by unit and by dungeon, but I feel like most of the time you should. Should you nuke your rolls? Wait, isn't the exchange over? Marstars? It might be over by now. I don't know what time they set it to end. You posted your rolls, or did you roll Chibi? Don't tell me you rolled Chibi. Because I'm pretty sure the freering exchangeables went away 6 minutes ago. Oh wait, they're still here. Wait, no, only... Okay, that's weird. How come these are still here? How come the copies are still here? Or am I missing? Oh no, they're here. Oh. Never mind, I'm blind. I mean, I could check in after I'm done with Chibis. I think this is over at 4 a.m. if I'm not wrong, for me. So we still have a few hours. Yeah, let's end with this. I mean, yeah, the equip is pretty bad. Yeah, I have that enabled. I don't like the other way, but yeah, this time it was tripping me up a little bit. They didn't bother to get the copies. They kind of sound like waste of backspace. I mean, if for the latest ranking, the what's space Denkin was actually useful. I do agree. Most likely they're gonna be wasted box slots, but apart from Denkin, I would agree. But I did recommend getting like a few Denkins if you were gonna farm him. I got 3, but for the ranking dungeon for the last one that ended yesterday, people were using 2. For training for second hider, I would think so, because his equip is really good on himself. There's not that many options that are good that also activate his resonance awakening. If you can spare the fodder, I would actually do it. Especially for Gale Cloud, like this heal OE, you kinda do need it to like deal with the super altitude. And the tape and cross are also really good. Really nice to have. And then the last unit, which is the batch unit for Chibis, is Kurotobi, who I mentioned is... It is strong because he does have 6x effective HP. Right now, like Freeren, for example, is 5.26. How much is that? Is 1 over 0.18. So 5.55 actually. So Butler Kuro has more HP in a vacuum, but you have to take into account the fact that you have to fit in units that have a total of 30 rarity or less. and that's excluding your helper. So you don't have to worry about the because usually you mirror pair Kurotobis. So you only have to fit in 23 in between your 23 rarity in between your subs. Yeah, Fujin from Sanrio, that could work. But I feel like a lot of people might have not pulled Sanrio because it also didn't have that much value. Let's see if I even have it on my main. Koro. Oh, I might have it. This one? No, this is physical. It doesn't. I'm assuming it's another one. This is old, I think. But yeah, there are some other units. In JP where I didn't get to Hythers, I was using Melorum. Like this one also has the Hilo E plus and 2 skill boosts and a skill charge. I feel like this is the next best thing to Hythers equip. But I would rather have the tape and the cross that Hythers equip has. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were some other standard units that I think are solid, but it was just annoying to chase. Yeah, this one has the cross at least. Yeah, 2 turn charge, 2 skill boost. I mean, 1 skill boost. I mean, it's still decent. But yeah, back to Kuro. I mean, the bad thing is that he doesn't cap break himself again, and that he also just makes up a 2-unit system. So half the time you need to fit in another unit to close the orb gen loop. Because you need the. I mean, you don't need to activate your leader skill technically, because if you notice, his leader skill is a pure HP buff leader skill, so it's not damage reduction. So you could just tank a hit by 1 seeing, just matching 1 combo or even 0 combo, and wait for the. I mean, you would want to do a combo so that the skill charges. But yeah, you need to fit another unit. If you want to deal damage in return, you're gonna need another orb generator. I have links in the description of this YouTube live stream for some team ideas if you want to look at them. But like I mentioned, very common one is Seal, because this unit will reapply the cap break for your dragon types. And if you notice, Kurotobi only gives himself the cap break on the first stage active skill, and he doesn't do it again. So you're gonna need another unit to cap break your team, or at least the Kurotobis, so they can deal damage. So with the full system, if you have 2 cores in the team, you loop the HP buff, and you also loop the move time and the pierce. So you have pretty much Omni Pierce. You have a looping pierce effect with this. So you still have to worry about a double absorption voider, 1 slot for a cleric, and then another slot for Draggy to reapply your cap break. And then the last slot could be a solution for big hits. Or if you somehow manage to like fit that into your cleric, it's a free slot unless I'm missing something. But I'm pretty sure that's it, because you have Pierce, double Fujin. This is also your HP, but yeah, cleric, big hit, and I think that's it. Yeah, just orb. Orb gen. The last slot would be most likely orb gen. I'm trying to remember. I can't even remember who people use. But let's see. Let me click on that link that I had. Actually, I don't think I can click it from here. Because I'm trying to remember who people use to close the orb gen loop. Let me see. Butler Kuro. Okay, so for example, the first video on my playlist, they're using Sane for the auto heal. Yeah, because this you basically have no recovery. Because especially in Gale Cloud, it boosts your HP by 6, but your recovery by 6 also. Usually you want a surplus in recovery from your leader skill, and this one is like a flat amount versus HP. And also with a pure HP leader, like it's really, really hard to recover unless you have a ton of heal OEs, which is is gonna constrain your team building even more. So a lot of people do run an auto healer like Sane, and that's also your cleric. They're running Rem and Ram as a sub, only one of them. I guess that closes the loop and also deals with damage absorption and attribute absorption. So that's another option. But like 25% of the time, you're not gonna have a board, an activatable board, because you're gonna have 4 units on a 4. You're gonna have only 3 units on a 4, essentially a fortune cooldown that give you an activatable board. Actually, Rem and Ram doesn't give you an activatable board. It's only fire. It's only water and wood. And for Kuro, you would rather have I guess you could, but then your dark attribute is not gonna deal any damage. I guess you could change it also. On this team that I'm looking at, they don't change it. So yeah, half the time you're not dealing damage on the dark attribute. They're using Chibi's Chibi Susano, which I guess somewhat low rarity, not really 6 stars. I feel like you could find some other units maybe. I mean, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm thinking you could deal with big hits. Maybe you could find some other 6-star. But yeah, Kuro Susano is the 3rd sub, and the last sub, like I mentioned, is Seal. Tina Descendant has an Awoken Bind and then a floor 5. Light and heal unmatchable if you get Dark Metatron. I'm assuming the light one. Yeah, there's I don't know if my friend posted it. Oh yeah, there we go. He did post it. On my Discord, my friend posted the units you can plus limit breakthrough. So from there we can see who shows up. I could put it up. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. So Athena Descended. Yeah, it could be light or dark Metatron. Yeah, if you want to ignite one them. Yeah, there's some randomness here. I mean, I don't know why you would want to bother with the Chinese or the Nords, but yeah, you get that random assortment of them. Yeah, random 2 of the Chinese and then random 2 of the Nords, and then a random 1 of the Metatrons. I feel like a long cleric skill is getting useless. Yeah, Ordeal Circle is a really good option. I mean, for some farming teams, I even bothered with Reinhardt. I bring like two clerics really. Unless you're farming, I feel like just to go in blind into like a Descended, I just bring 2 clerics with Reinhardt. Because yeah, they do keep doing this. I'm pretty sure for Frieren, one of the dungeons was also like you needed a quick cleric at least. You didn't need to bring 2, but you need, I think for Aura, you needed like a 3-turn cooldown cleric or to bring 2. Let's see, but yeah, Kuro, yeah, those teams are they don't have that much flexibility, and the big issue is the origin, I think, because yeah, you could stall it out until your Kuros are back up, but that's a lot of wasted time, in my opinion. And like always with a pure HP leader like this one, it's gonna give you if you get a big gravity hit, you're just gonna die unless you like time your big shields. So it's not that amazing. You could buy this unit for $30 or exchange for a bunch of how many? Let's see. How many Chibis do you need to exchange? Yeah, it's under collab still. I definitely don't have enough. Yeah, 20 Chibis you need to exchange. I mean, if you're playing it for a while, maybe you have, but I don't know. I don't know if you do. I don't know if anyone does. But yeah, these are not worth rolling for fire, I don't think. Like you can clear endgame content with Kuro. Because the videos on my playlist are clearing Gale Cloud, if you guys are interested. Stage 5 for your netted 2. Oh, you could actually avoid that if you bring like 20 nails. Because yeah, I know Sari at the boss, the last boss. She actually doesn't. Didn't skill bind walking bind every time. She did like random stuff at the end. I think there were only 3 possible options at Super Assault. Either a walking bind or like a 10 or even higher combo absorption shield, and maybe there was something else. It might have been just those 2. What's this strongest Reinhardt team now? Well, with Sarah you have a lot more flexibility. I feel like I don't know if I have it made up. But yeah, you could do something. I think I cleared Gale Cloud with this. The last unit that I had was Burn to deal with attribute absorption. Where is she? But yeah, something like this. Like all of your units are dealing damage because Seri is gonna cap break them to 18 billion, and then Fern cap breaks herself to 25. I think that was the equips are not what I use, but if you want to check my previous stream, that's when I cleared Gale Cloud with this team. Not exactly this team, because again the equips are slightly different, but it is something like this. To use yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, they're about the same. Because yeah, both of them are you're out to full boards of heal or something. You could also even use Athena if you want. Valentine Athena, even though she does Seri will override her cap break. If you time it right, you could do the Athena cap break second. But yeah, that team does have some more flexibility because you could replace Circler with like with Stark if you want. Like if you don't need the unmatchable, you could use Stark here. And Kuro's equip, it's I mean it's not too bad for TPA teams. It's a haste. Water sub-attribute could matter. I mean, I'm seeing you might just use this in a maybe Rem and Ram team for now, because that's the only thing I think of when I see water TPA. Or maybe with OG Butter Kuro, you could use this. Maybe OJ Kuro if you're desperate. But I wouldn't exchange for this just for the equip. It's okay, but it's not that amazing. Like it has pretty decent utility. Like because yeah, tape, T, part break, 2 skill boosts is not too bad. But is it worth rolling Chibis? I don't think so. So that's pretty much all of the Chibis. I went over them at the start of the stream. If you guys want to rewind, definitely don't recommend rolling. I would rather save it for future events. The thing that I'm looking at forward to is hopefully Idolmaster, because that Super Cat Fest should have Nikke on its lineup, and I really want the attacker badge. Because for some builds, this is the batch to run with Reinhardt. But yeah, that being said, let's see what my free Chibi roll is gonna be. Can I get some of the good stuff? Let's see. It's gold. Okay, the Remdras? No, I was not lucky. The Diamond Remdra would have been great. Oh yeah, let's look at the rates. The rates are really bad. I think everything's at 4%. All of the garbage, yeah, 4.7. All of the low rarity stuff is 4%. Yeah, like there's just a lot of garbage. I don't recommend rolling. Riddle was crap. Yeah, too bad for us. Multi is not even worth doing it. It's just jewels. Nothing notable. Let's see how many. So the stamps, was it 3 rolls? Not this. No. This one. Yeah, 2 more. So 3 total from stamps. Let's see. Oh, I passed that. Quest rolls, I think it's only 2 also. Yeah, there's 1 5-star. And then this one. And that's it. So 5 rolls. I wouldn't hold my breath, but it is maybe you can get some of those units that I mentioned. Again, what I would rather get, I don't know, because I've seen it in a few farming builds, is the Diamond Ramdra. Because again, even though you could use Bartender Celine or OG Celine, who have like higher, or yeah, they both have higher EXP boosting leader skills. This unit at least has like a very useful active skill. Like the 2 shield break alone can save you a lot of time in some farming builds. But yeah, just double absorption boiler is really good too. More useful than OG Celine's full bore of light, or I mean, Bartender Celine does clear out Woken Binds, I think. Maybe also doesn't matchable, but I don't know. You could maybe do without that, or fit in some other unit. That, like a cleric role, is really easy to replace. I mean, double absorption boiler is also kind of easy to replace, but double absorption boiler with 2 shield break is this is the only thing I think right now. I think Idolmaster might have something. I know there's like an Omni Void, I mean a Looping Piercer with a 2 shield break, I think. But yeah, those are totally different units. Also looks the current best team for Reinhardt. He's one of the Idolmaster girls. The fire one that's a cleric, basically a lineup, but with a short cooldown. I mean, yeah, you could do a lot of stuff with Seria now, since you can just turn everyone into light. But I think the unit that you're mentioning has a 1 light ping, which should be enough to like match Els. This one, right? The Evo? Full correct. Was it this one? I don't think so. No, it was this one. 5-turn cooldown cleric with the big shield. Yeah, it was the base one of this one. I mean, but if you want damage, you could just run Stark or Circlia. I know DL Circlia doesn't have any else, and neither does Stark, but you could put an L banishing equip on some other unit, like Circlia. Because nowadays, all of your subs in a Reinhardt team can deal damage. So I feel like fitting that utility unit is not, I don't know, it's not optimal, I guess. Because you do miss out on a lot of damage from this unit. From the 18 billion with 3 pings, that's 56 billion damage from 1 sub that you're missing. But yeah, this is this Reinhardt has a lot of flexibility right now with Seria. Now let's see what my ult is gonna free roll. And then maybe I'll do Gale Cloud. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to waste time doing the Chibi rolls right now, like the quest rolls, because I feel maybe there's right now a little bit more interest. Oh, AP, yeah, that's something I could do too. Ooh, Sonia. Oh, too bad this is my second one. I already had one. I already turned it into the equip. Yeah, I was thinking also 8P, but actually let me do one quick run, because I've never tried Stark on stream, because I never got Stark or Deku Bakugo on JP. I actually, spoiler alert, I actually already clear with that team. But I want to just do it on stream. Yeah, if only it was one of the other Metatrons at least. But yeah, I remember I needed to like fix something at the beginning. It was a little bit of a mess. But yeah, this team, the only difference that I Actually, there is a difference. Is I'm using Gregor's equip here. It is essentially the same as New Year and Nola's. The only difference is that I think New Year and Nola's is a 7C instead of a TPA plus. New Year and Nola also gives you a Wood OE, which kind of doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. But I felt like maybe a lot of people don't have Gregory because he hasn't been around for a while, and maybe you have New Year and Nola. And the team can still tank everything in the dungeon with that setup. I mean, my team right now is like 4 units are 891, so I have more than enough bulk. But the team, the 297 should be able to handle this dungeon. Do I need the equips or anything? Not well. Only the only one that I can save you some time is the rem equip here, because it is a gravity, and you can like gravity this guy down right away to super assault. I originally was planning to use the Sonia, the new Chibi Sonia equip, for the plus bonus combos, but it was annoying because if you kill this little guy, this guy's gonna walk and bind you, and then you have to like have Stark up because he's your only out to a walk and binds. So I'm like, let's just do the gravity then, because I remember some people doing that in JP. But yeah, he is absorbing damage, so we need to get the damage absorption void right away, and then we gravity down. Oh wait, it wasn't fully charged. I wonder if we're gonna get another if we're gonna get our own Saria, but from other attributes. I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. Yeah, because there are a few other units that also give you a looping attribute. I think, what's it called? I think right now we only have wood. Shooty one, I think, from Digimon. They're not that great, but that is a looping wood changer, I think. I'm chasing Nikke because for some Reinhardt setups you do want the attacker badge. Yeah, it's also nice for this team. Yeah, everyone's an attacker. But for this one, I'm using the recovery one, so we have an easier time healing. Can I? No, I think I need to stall one turn. I think that's what I settled on last time. Because when I did it off stream, the beginning was a little bit of a mess, but I did clear very easily. I don't know if I kill. Oh, I get kill here. So I could have used Stark Blast because this haze is. I mean, we need Stark to be up on the 3rd floor. Because I could let auto targeting do its thing. You know what? Let's do a mass attack for this. Oh no, that's not a heal TPA. I was like, should I do a heal TPA? I might be dead here. Oh, they're gonna get angry. Nice. I was like, okay, I did the mass attack, but I should have done something better. Wait, why is my phone? Let's see. Let's use this one first because I'm gonna override the cap break with both Stark and also the Hawk Duo. Because this way I can bring it out to Super Assault. I'm pretty sure without Hawk Duo, even if you have Stark, the 60 billion cap break, 65 billion cap break, he still survives with like a little bit of HP, like 35% HP or something. But yeah, I was pretty lucky to roll Stark because this was like one of the few units I didn't roll on my ult. I mean, I didn't roll too much in free run, but this was basically the last unit I rolled. You got Dark Metatron, Haku, and the Carbuncles. I don't even remember the Carbuncles. I don't even know what they do. At least Dark Metatron has a somewhat usable equip. Okay, you got, I think I needed the Skyfall there. Oh, maybe not. It was like 3 combos. Well, I could have sworn they still did like a high combo Void or Absorption here. I don't need to stall for anything, because this is at least a 2-shot. I forget. I don't think I encountered this guy on my last run, but on the next stage, active skill, I'll solve the HP debuff there. Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, and the 3-star, 4-star, I guess 4-star has also been a while. Oh, yeah, also the HP buff, I mean the attack buff is kind of needed here. I mean, I'm taking a while, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, for most content, it should be. Maybe you could use some other patch. It depends on the dungeon and on your equips. But that's what I've been doing in most of my teams, like using the HP badge. This one, well, I'm pretty sure I die without my assist, so I need the. I want the space for the L's and also the full board change here. Close to full board change, not fully full board change. Here, I'm pretty sure I can 2-shot. I mean, just go from here with this cap break. Well, I need to use this one first. And then use the big 50. Is it 50? 60 billion cap rate from this unit. And hello, bitches. But yeah, I am wondering what's taking so long. Maybe because Frieren actually started on May 1st. They were like, oh, we're done for the month of May also. But yeah, it's the 18th already. Oh yeah, I should have, I guess, waited a turn for the OE Skyfall. Because now I'm gonna have a bunch of OE, negative OEs here. Well, I could try to save some orbs, I guess. I mean, just that. Is that enough healing? Hopefully. Let's override the negative Skyfall here. Oh, but yeah, I didn't come up with this theme. I just know this is the usual setup for Deku Bakugo. Yeah, driver relay is interesting. I mean, with the low recovery, it's not surprised why this is being used. But yeah, she helps recover assist. She overrides the two negative, the two annoying and negative OE Skyfalls with her active skill. She can also deal with double absorptions, but it's only for one turn. But you know, she's worth running because of the whole OE Skyfall thing. Because then your equips also don't need to have any OE awakenings, really. Well, I don't have enough, actually. For another L. Well, I did have enough. But the woods were all the way over there. The first hit is not that bad, so I can actually tank it without assist. And also the 7x6 board is another out to annoying boards like this one. Because otherwise you wouldn't have... Because Deku Bakugo doesn't override, and Athena is down. But I guess there is a chance that if you get too many heals on those the top row and the rightmost column, you could not have enough orbs to like activate your leader skill. This one you have to aim for this guy. It did kill me one time because I didn't deal enough damage. But yeah, if you play it correctly, you should be able to kill the middle dragon there. Because I'm gonna need the 60 billion cap rate from the hack duo here. Because you have to two-shot. I mean, that's the bad thing about TPAs. Like, I'm just trying to aim for this guy, but I'm killing the other people. When I shouldn't be, I guess. But yeah, use this one. So this attack buff is for 1.5, the first stage, for attacker. Athena's is 4x. So that was gonna make it easier to triple cap with my units here. So that's why I'm using Athena second, and then the hack duo. And then this should kill. And then Stark is back up. We break the shield. And tank the big hit. Oops, I blew up the wood. But I don't need that much damage. Actually, I needed the damage void. Alright, we're spending a little bit more time here. And she did damage absorption again. If she does it again, I have the hack duo now. But she didn't. Nope, I was holding a fire, but this should be fine. And then she's absorbing attributes that I do not care for. I'm gonna use Athena just... I mean, I don't really need to. But might as well. The combos also help, but... honestly, they're overkill. And finally at the boss. I mean, the combos would have been more useful here. But honestly, I don't deal that much damage at the beginning. Because that 95% shield is really annoying. So I'm just waiting for the 85% one. Final an MP unit you could skip? Yeah. It's pretty bad. Even though I think I got it on my JP account. I don't know why. I think I was just, I don't know. I've been saving MP for so long because I was broke. I don't know. I just had like 5 million MP and I'm like, oh, I can afford Tsukuyomi. I don't know why, but I just bought it. Oh yeah, Mars, I forgot. Let me know if you're still here. So you can go through your roles. I just remember. Combos, that's pretty easy. Whoa. Yeah, it's fine. I'm pretty sure there's a build where you can like overcharge driver EL with the parts gravity if you want to get the parts. I'm not gonna bother with them. If you guys want to, I also put the playlist in the description if you want to look at other Stark builds. I saw it, but I'm like, well, first of all, I didn't have Halloween Callie, who is what they use for that. I'm gonna use her for the recovery buff, just like so to make sure that I fully heal. I'm pretty sure I didn't need. Oh, actually, I needed to heal OE Skyfall. Should have used her. Yeah, and you have to farm 99 times. I'm not gonna do that. It's just way too much work for a very unimpressive equip. Oh, that's a lot of negative OEs. But this should be fine. Well, trying to not to touch the thorns, but I did end up touching one, which is not a big deal. Maybe I could have used the Hawk Duo there. No, I don't think I would have made it to Super Assault. I mean, this team barely makes it. Is able to survive this set. Some builds actually bother to like time that Bakugo to be up here, but you need to like stall a few turns. Usually I like to do fire here because it's less likely that I'll mess it up. Because those spinners don't give you any fire. I mean, that didn't really apply there, but that's why I like to match the fire CPA on the left column there. Because I know it's not gonna blob into a column. Yeah, that's why I put it here. Oh, not 10C. It's fine. I still did a significant amount of damage. Yeah, because this unit doesn't have 10Cs. Bakugo also don't have any 10Cs. Well, this one has a 7C plus. Right? Yeah. Attack debuff, that's fine. We're gonna kill you. I mean, this is overkill, but sure. Start 2, why not? And there we go. I'm pretty sure that was slower than what I did off stream. Even though on that clear, I also messed up the beginning. It was a little slow, but whatever. Sure, we got 3k MP from that. No, only the parts from Blovka now. Actually, we can see it here. Yeah, only the Blovka one and the main body one. And I don't know if this is guaranteed. Probably. Let's see. I mean, I also got it this time. It's probably guaranteed then. Because I'm thinking of like SN5, where the main body is not guaranteed. But this team has like 6 part breaks. I'm pretty sure if the base drop is 10%, which is often the case for endgame, 6 is not enough. You want 7 with this team. 7 part breaks in total. So if you're going to farm parts, you need to like mess around with the equips also to like guarantee that you get the parts. You got the BGM unit. Oh, nice. That's a really cool to have if you have Ordeal Odin. I did my free roll here too, right? I did, yeah. I don't even remember what. Oh, it was Sonia. A dupe. But yeah, congrats. Yeah, let's try 80 then. I don't know. Do I want to play Freer and Rainbow? That's gonna take even longer. Let's see if there's people on AP. Which one is this one again? Because I did it in JP. Oh wait, yeah, let me see. I think, yeah. Hold on, let me open Discord. I don't know if Marsdar is here. I don't think they're here right now, but let me see. Yeah, I saw it and I remember. You have to match like a Fua at the end, right? I mean, Marzars doesn't, let's see. He would need 20 fodder. I don't think, I mean, only 2 screenshots. It doesn't fare well. And this is including the replicas. Let's see. Worst comes to worst, you could deal without 1 Crampton and 1 Stark. So 1, 2, Lawine, whatever her name is. Maybe you could go down to 2. I don't know. They're equipped. I don't remember, but it's okay. Maybe. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 Hyther, 4. Honestly, you could maybe do without all of the wood units. So that's 7, 8 with 1 Methode. Then 3 of this light check. Well, 2 of this light check maybe. That's 9. Yeah, that's not even a 1 free run. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it for you, Marzars, if you're maybe watching the bot or maybe you're here. But yeah, you would only be able to get one free run, and you don't have Himmel. You have 1 free run, but you need 3 on your side. Yeah, definitely don't get it. Don't exchange. Yeah, I remember because when playing JP play, well, let me remember. I remember I was able to actually do some to get a few first places against JP players. So that was a little shocking. That usually happens when it's like an L or a cross AP. Because a lot of people, I guess, are unfamiliar with those boards too. But I figure with TPAs, people would be familiar. We have 2x move time, 3 combos. Oh, I think you also need the combos. No, I'm pretty sure the boss is Royal Oak, and I think you need the combo from this active skill. Do I remember popping this active skill? I think so. For the boss. Yeah, I think it was those two, Octoray and Steed at the boss, and then the other floors you could do whatever. I mean, these are not that great. To nuke, yeah, I don't think, even if they nuke everything, I mean, why would they? Then they're not gonna have any Cramptons or Starks to play with. Yeah, definitely don't recommend the exchange. Yeah, this is 15 turns. What the hell? Let's see if there's anyone. Let's look at the board. Oh, yeah, the Fua in the middle. Damn, you gotta match Ls? I forgot about the Ls. I think in JP I was just matching TPAs and that's it. Oh, we do have Ls. I thought it was just CPA. Yeah, 3-color and stuff. Yeah, it does look really nice. Now let's go with a Fua. I can match a Fua here. Well, I already put it in the wrong place, really. Yeah, let's try to do that. L TPA. I don't have any more TPAs here. Oh, wait, I do have. And then Fua here. Wait, is there no with wood and water? Oh, okay, there's no dark L. And there's no light L. Okay, I know this is wrong, but I'm in too deep already. Oh, there is light L? Oh, this guy. Yeah. I thought it was just water. Okay. Yeah, I'm moving too much. Alright, fine. Oh, did I blow up the Fua? I think I blew up the Fua. Something happened. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay. Well, actually, this is... this doesn't work here? Oh. Yeah, I need more attributes. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do that board, that active skill. Remove the last 5 stones to... Was it different? Because as far as I remember, it's always been 2k now. Yeah, I'm definitely very rusty when it comes to matching fast. Not that I was ever that great, but... yeah, this is definitely good practice. Have to ladder. Yeah. I guess that nice board is good for the non-boss floors, yeah. If you can make it. It wasn't 2k before? 15. Oh. Oh no, my mic arm is loose, I guess. Keeps going up. I mean, in my opinion, 80 is not that bad. Even though it is dead, didn't it just start? It is pretty dead for the beginning of the season. Because you could do the 2k points in one sitting. I mean, there's not even a full available here, but no full again, but I mean, might as well do this. There is good L. But there's no dark L. I'm missing one. Oh no, I timed out. I gotta get faster here. Ooh, I lost one bonus. It just started. People are trying, yeah, maybe. Or maybe people just logged in for free rent. I did see a lot of people asking for advice. Like in general for the game. On Reddit. Well, mostly team building questions. I feel like Frame just brought a lot of people to play, and maybe they don't really play everything apart from maybe the collab dungeons. Even AP knows worth the stones, only 15 can even get to. I mean, 15 is still 15. You know, 2 accounts, we never in the whole competition. There's ranking dungeons and record for this. I mean, I enjoy 4P. I mean, AP. Might do a free-to-play series. Oh, that's good. I feel like some people have done that, but it's always a good to see. I haven't seen it ever since the dungeon merge. Because I remember during Digimon, I believe Tsukuyomi or Takoyomi, I forget their name, the JP content creator, they made like, because it was very easy to reach like 1k rank, I think that was his video idea. 1k rank early on with a new account. Oh, this is not, okay, let's make an L, that's more points. But yeah, that was very slow actually. Shouldn't have matched my heals, I guess. Let's just leave them. Oh, dark. That's not a skyfall. I match my heals again. Okay, deviating from that board made me slower. Don't match the heals. Maybe I'll get a full next turn. Use Betrayer on 2 for damage points for ladder combo. Feel like I have too many heal. Well, actually, no, not enough. That is a lot of garbage. Not that many water, so I could do that. I'm timing out again. Not fast enough for this. Gotta practice more. Which one's beat? I never learned their names other than Steed. Octoray is the blue one, so I'm assuming the green one is Octoray. I mean, Beatroyer. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used the other people. They just Steed, and that's only for the equip, not this one, but not the ranking version, but the actual 2 skill boost, levitate, team HP, tape. So green does 15 of each. Well, I should undo that. Well, how are we doing this? I guess just like this. Could have done one more TPA there. Still not enough heal. Oh no, the greens are so far apart. Oh, that's interesting. No, my fire combo. No. Again, I'm not gonna have enough time for this. But maybe I can get the bonus. Maybe I can. Oh, I messed up a TPA there. Do I at least steal? I stole it. But that means the other person has the other two bonuses. Oh yeah, that's what I used too. From the Reddit team that somebody posted for the last ranking, I used the baddie Old Tackle Awakening equip. Oh no, what's going on, Go-Ho? Wait, Miru, do you also mean like only do the Fua and no other shape for the last board? And yeah, okay, yeah, Oracle, yeah. Alright, gotcha. I wasn't sure if the special shapes were implied in there. Where am I wood? It's too far away. Let's do Beat Troyer. Oh no, I messed up this. Messed it up already. Yeah, it's easy to like get stuck with with a lot of one color at the end. At least for me. That was what's happening with the dark there. Oh, could have had another TPA there. Okay, I am timing out. I'm pretty sure there's some floors where you don't need to like fully combo to kill the floor. Because I'm pretty sure you need to clear 8p at least one time for the monthly quest this month, or was it next month? This is like a bit like the Isis Farm 8p, a little bit hard mechanically, but also I think more lenient on time. Yeah, I keep timing out. Yeah, I think I remember doing that for... I think there's other floors you could do that. Maybe just like a few TPAs. But you can kill the other floors other than one, I think. I mean, I still took too much time there, maybe. Yeah, let's... That's a lot of heals. Could have matched two PPAs. I mean, full columns. Oh no. TPA. There. Does this kill? Did it kill? Okay. Like, let's say I'm just going fast. Well, that's not that fast. I'm trying to fit one floor. And I keep adding stuff, so it's even... I could have just done the full board then. Oh, it does? What does it even do? 2 darken orbs. Oh, it gives you heals. Oh, gotcha. But this is way more than enough time for the last floor, I think. So yeah, at most 2 floors is where I would do that. Fire, water here. Yeah, at least we got the kill. Actually, 11 seconds left over. I just gotta get faster then. 20 seconds walking to the last floor. 30 seconds comfortable. Or permanent. Yeah, 30 seconds. I enter with 50. Proven Betrayer, 2 burn, 3 soul, 4 and 5, and do the thing on boss. Yeah, like the base score is decent with the boss clear. Wait, I see a notification. Did NA finally release the news video? Let's see. Nope, it's JP. Wait, there's a collab announcement for JP? They usually do this for streams. Wait, isn't this Gintama? I'll play it on stream in a little bit. I haven't checked, but there is a collab announcement for JP. Oh, Conan rerun. Yeah, that might be a little bit of a sleeper. Do they show any new units? I'm sure they show new art, but do they show awakenings, leader scales, any of that? Not even yeah. I mean, this stream, the next stream is scheduled for June, no? Oh, I got a nice Fua here. I mean, I should have done Beat Troyer. Let's do Beat Troyer here. Oh no. Alright, I thought I was screwed there. Okay, a lot of heals. Like, these clears could be a lot faster. All right. Did I messed up something? No, I realized too late. Yeah, that's a blob at the end. I felt like I didn't have enough time to fix that. Does this kill? It still kills. See, that's 2x. So I didn't. I wasn't looking at the time thingy icon. Oof! But they stole my bonuses. I mean, I still win. I think. Yeah. Barely. I mean, at least for this, against this one player, that's an okay strat. Let's look at the post then. Actually, let me pull it up here then. On my phone. On YouTube? Or just Twitter and then open YouTube? Oh, it would have been spoiled right away. Well, this... Let's see. Get rid of this. Where's my phone? Window? No, this... where's my phone? It's just Conan, whatever. Oh, it looks fine on screen at least. It's not flipped, I guess. Oh yeah, there's a Conan movie, that's why. I watched the trailer. But it's only art? So at least 5 more units. it's probably not a revamp then. It's just like they're just gonna add those units into the RAM and that's it. Yeah, just 30 second. Yeah, I mean, what even was in Conan? Let's remember. Let me pull up Sanbon again. Where's Conan? Conan. I mean, there were some interesting stuff. I remember using a few things here and there. Like, I didn't bother chasing Conan. The Conan team was very unflexible. It was the first unit with 85%, 82% damage reduction at the time. But I don't know. T Tricolor. I didn't even know he had a cross awakening. I don't think anyone ever bothered matching those. I feel like the licenses are going to be chased again. Yeah, some of the light units. I remember at least using this with with my clear of I don't know, that descended dungeon where you get 1 point something billion XP. Dark Metatron is the boss. I remember using this on my Fred's team because the board change was useful. This equip is good still. Like decent effective skill boost, 10C, some of these. Yeah, all of the other 9 rarity are kind of garbage. This guy was really, really useless. This trio. Let's see. Armor isn't Sayaka here? Sayaka. Where is she? Yeah, Sayaka. I remember her being useful for ranking, I think. Also, this equip is not that bad for like a light combo team. I've seen it, and also the long-lasting combo buff. That actually, I've seen it being used in some Gale Cloud or some Scorching or Reinhardt teams. Because the +2 combo buff remains. You got top 1 in that ranking. Oh, congrats! Yeah, you're really good. Because the score you posted. Do you know if you're number 1? I don't know if you know the other people that usually rank number 1. But did you get? Are you getting number 1 in the last ranking? Hopefully still a 7. Wasn't this 10? Oh, it is 7. Probably, I don't know. Yeah, it was really, really high score. Okay, this is 7 at least. Was there anything else useful? I mean, but I wasn't. I remember seeing her being used for like 1 Binoa bill for Jupiter, and that was it. I know. Hopefully, you get it, Miru. Let's see. I think this is a fixed board, Mr. Spider, in the shape of a lattice. I mean, I don't think I ever seen this one being useful for a rank. No, actually, the last ranking had it. Like one of the JP top 3, I think, had this equip or this unit. Let's see. Any other fixed? I don't think there's another fixed boards. Trying to remember. Yeah, I think just Sayaka, like her equip is the only thing that's somewhat relevant today. Professor. Oh, this was like the the budget Joe for Omnimon teams. But even when he came out, he was like already Omnimon was already on his way out. Anything else? I mean, just Conan's equip also for parts farming, 10C, 2 team HP. Oh, it's not even a haste. It's just a delay. I think I only see people put this on a transforming unit. You don't really use the base. Oh, Conan got announced in JP, so this is gonna run in JP. Actually, did they have a date? Let me open it up again on my side. No, they just said returning soon. But it should be maybe next week. Maybe Thursday. I don't know. Their events are on Thursday? Usually in NA we do see some like Thursday collab starts. I don't know about JP. I think it's usually Monday, maybe. Yeah, there's a Conan anime that movie that came out this past year. I mean, Conan has been ongoing for I don't know how many decades now. It's always running. So there's always something to do with Conan, I think. It's not that popular in the States, but definitely very popular in East Asia. Was there yeah, the batch unit is this one. Eiji and Conan. Like who I mentioned are not that bad for the equip. The equip is still solid. Conan is basically the Sesame Street of JP. that makes sense. Wait, this thing had 2 BGMs. I don't think this guy was ever that useful. I mean, the equip isn't too bad. Parse Gravity, Sensi, Dark Recess. It's still very, very, very niche, I think. 2 out of 3 Piercer. Like we have for like Reinhardt, we have Athena or other looping Piercers. Yeah, it was basically just Conan, the team that you would get. Everything else was like somewhat useful equips, and that was it. There was a Yaiba team you could make, but it was very, very bad at the time. Even on the release, it wasn't that strong. Actually, I think this one is a Fortune Haste. This one's not too bad. Some rankings do need like a Fortune Haste here and there. The last one did. I don't know if you could fit this because it doesn't have any cap break. Because people were using New Year Albrecht for the last ranking. I'm pretty sure both times that you used it, you needed a cap break, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I was running a double Albrecht setup, so I don't know if you didn't need the cap break at some point, but maybe this could have worked as a replacement. MP unit was also questionable. I did buy it, but I haven't used it yet. You did need the cap? Okay, yeah. So that thing is not even a replacement. But yeah, Sensi Dungeon Boost was interesting. Not that many. Not that many equips out there with this, but I guess Dungeon Boost Power Break also. Not that many equips out there, so this is useful for that too. But if you're farming, I feel like the fixed move time is very annoying. If you're like swiping and you have this equip, you're gonna have to like look to see where they're setting you up to move from. Even up. Oh yeah, but the Thundarda team, well, the double Thundarda, I was gonna do that on my ult, but I didn't have enough. I was missing something else, but then I saw you also have to like RNG like 4 boards, and that would have driven me crazy on the last day. So I didn't do that. I did do a 1 Thundarda clear on my main account, but I'm pretty sure I was still using Albrecht for some other one. You scuff the double Thundarda setup. Yeah, they didn't have too much time to see what would work. Because the team on my ult was very scuffed because I had to pray for like a fire skyfall. I'm pretty sure maybe the other teams also need to pray for rainbow, I think. But my team was not that great. And I desperately needed a fire skyfall to clear. Like any other attribute other than light and dark were not gonna make me clear. So I really needed a fire one. And that took a while for me to get that skyfall match. They're gonna want you to chase the new units, but maybe I don't know. Maybe Conan will get a new Evo. I don't know. Does he get something. He has a soccer ball in the new movie. I remember seeing that. But I think this one has a soccer ball, no? I don't think I have him, but let's see. We can see it maybe. Nope, he has a soccer ball here. And then he becomes older. Yeah, there was a lot of praying with a lot of the teams. Old Conan did get buffed. Oh, I have the equip. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they don't haste, and they just give you like poison or something. Yeah, same thing with Haiba, I remember. She gives you like a full poison board. No haste. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with these units. Obviously, like you said, they are going to try to push the new monsters. The number of times F3. Yeah. Also Yomi. I was being lazy at the beginning, and I was doing the board that only gave you like I think 12 combos. So I was just spraying for at least 3 more Skyfall combos, which didn't pay off a lot of times. So I actually had to learn the board where you match 14 combos with Denken, which is not difficult, but I was just refusing to it. I'll be the coordinate for the collab is Yaiba. Yeah, I was just looking at the Conan unit, but yeah, the name in English is Case Close and Yaiba or something, because it's 2 different anime by the same author. So grinding one where it was the only top player could afford the top team and was on vacations, couldn't grind. Yeah, it was definitely a box check, the last one. No, it was case closed, because yeah, if you type Conan, you're only gonna get the units that have Conan in the name. Wait, no, I'm trying to look at Monster Book. Case closed. Yeah, case closed is all the units, including the Yaiba units. Oh yeah, on the video it was only Conan. I think Yaiba is still ongoing. Like there's an anime. Maybe it ended recently, but I remember seeing there was an anime airing within the last year, maybe. I don't know if they're gonna have a movie too, but I don't know. But yeah, so far the art they teased on the teaser, it was just Conan people. Why do you use the Green Shield Awakening? Which Green Shield Awakening? Oh, the latent, you mean? Or can you be more specific, Professor? Is there a team able to do the reset dungeon? All the reset dungeons? I mean, I feel like it's overkill, but you can definitely do them up to a point. Like you're probably gonna struggle the later ones. I don't know if you include like Sanctuary of the Gods. Probably Sanctuary of the Gods is doable. But some of the like dungeons like here, they have type attribute restrictions, priority buffs, but for everything else it should be probably. Like these dungeons are really outdated. There are some annoying stuff though, like some annoying mechanics you're still gonna have to deal with. Logner Kami probably fan up to SN2. Yeah, probably, because the damage output is really high for all of these dungeons. The last dungeon that I was able to find on YouTube that Logner was able to clear was only SN1. I don't know about SN2. Maybe you can do it, but I didn't find anyone tackling SN2 with Logner. There was the over-under on Chibi to me. Yeah, you're right, Corgi. It's just skip it. If you have some older units, like Sonia or Metatron, they have like a new equip Evo that are situational but still nice to have. But I wouldn't chase any of them. I don't remember seeing it. I don't have a Lugner, so I can't really tell you what he can and can't tackle. But somebody asked me on YouTube, and I quickly looked it up, and the most difficult dungeon that I was able to find on YouTube was SN1. I couldn't find any newer, more difficult dungeons that he was able to swipe. But I don't know. I don't have Lugner, so I can't tell you. Using it up to SN2 and oh, okay, so he can do SN2. Just on YouTube, when I quickly searched, I just saw SN1 and that was it. SN4. That one is maybe that dungeon isn't too bad. I mean, there's a floor you can like literally button. I don't remember it being that tricky. I think at the time it was annoying because of super altitude. That was like, was that the first one with super altitude? Maybe. It's just better in co-op? Probably. I don't know. I don't play a lot of co-op to begin with, and I don't have. I wasn't lucky enough to get a Lugner system. I just whenever I need to swipe, I just use Kikoru. Do I get no? Those were changed after the merge. You have to clear all of the dungeons with no continues, and then the stones are here in achievements. You have to clear these. Is Rabrielle is there for her 7x6, her OEs, and her and her Ls, yeah. Like that way you don't have to deal with, and also the OE Skyfall. That way you don't have to fit in OE equips in your team. Makes it very easy, and you don't have to worry about all of those annoying negative orbs. I'm pretty sure the clear would be a lot more difficult without Rabrielle. That OE Skyfall is really handy. And she's also another out to what's it called, to Fama, because at the beginning she gives you a full wood and heal board, and at that point you either use Rabrielle or Athena, and then once you're bringing out Super Assault, Fama's gonna give you a full heal board, and that's when you use the other unit to deal with the full heal board. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, you need 2 outs to full board changes, and the 7x6 on Rabrielle, that's essentially your out to that full board change. Because yeah, the team has enough bulk already. Like you don't need a looping shield. Because I'm using the recovery badge in here. So the team alone has enough bulk, and none of the units are at 891. Even though I was low on HP, actually that was my ult. I was low on HP for the boss's 50% hit, and most of my team was 891. I don't know if the team is able to. Actually, let's double check that before I like end the stream. Let's check the math. Let me bring in the PDC here. Because I'm pretty sure I did it and it's fine. But I don't know, the HP looked sus when I just did it earlier. So with no assist, breaking 1 part, and with the looping 1.5 HP buff. Okay, it does survive. That 50% hit, the 204-120 hit. Barely, it barely survived. Okay, yeah, I barely survived at 891 also. It was scary, but it does survive. You 4 days of full stamina. Yeah, it's definitely very tricky. I didn't even bother breaking the parts on the boss. It is possible. There is a setup. I think I have it linked in the description in the YouTube. There's a playlist. Somebody, a JP player, uses Kali, Halloween Kali. They overcharge Rabariel, and that equip has a parts gravity, and it makes things a little bit easier. And she also brings more OEs to the table. But I didn't have it, and I didn't want to bother farming parts. But yeah, Halloween Kali, more OEs. You overcharge it. It's also another out to a full board change if you accidentally overcharge Rabariel, because he changes the whole board to all 5 attributes and deals with Awoken Binds. What does Julius do? It's not a parts gravity. I thought maybe it was a parts gravity. I was like, oh, maybe you could use that as a replacement. I could use that as a replacement, but no. Yeah, here's my clear, and I did a clear off stream also, which is, yeah, about the same time. Not that, yeah, one more turn. But yeah, I think that does it for me today. I was maybe planning on playing that Freyan team, but I already did a Freyan team clear a few months ago in JP. I don't know, it's kind of a slog to play Rainbow in 7x6, and it is a little bit late. So I think I'll just end it there. Maybe I'll do this team later, some other stream. I mean, for how long is Gale Cloud available still? Oh, 2 more weeks. Thoughts on I'm sure it's not gonna be that strong. They only tease like 5 units, and I'm assuming it's not going to be a new RAM, and they always fail to like properly buff a lot of units. Most of the units they don't get good buffs, so I'm not holding my breath for like strong buffs to the old Conan units. Only the new ones will be the chase, and there's not gonna be that many. So most of the machine is not gonna have a lot of value, I don't think. But the light units, I mean, sure, there's gonna be some bait, definitely, to make people pull. We'll just have to see if the bait is worth gambling a few stones. Can a team, I mean, with Sensei, you don't need light units. I mean, I guess that opens the discussion for all of the Conan units, maybe. As long as they don't have like restrictive awakenings, like the bicolor firewood awakenings or something. Yeah, oh, Gale Cloud in stages. Okay, so I have to clear it one more time. Maybe not really. Just gotta clear it before the next Dungeons in the series comes out, which hasn't happened in JP still. But they could be improvised series. I mean, maybe, yeah. Ooh, if you chase Conan. That's an idea of relevant, less than a month. Yeah, Conan wasn't that. The only thing going for it was the fact that it was the first 82% damage reduction team at the time. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think it's probably gonna start next Monday, maybe later this month, but I doubt it in JP. So hopefully we'll see details soon. And hello, Karkite. How's it going? Been a while. Been playing some Slay the Spire. I got all the way to Ascension, I think 9 with the Silent, but the other with the other people, I'm struggling. You were a new player, you wanted to attribute team, you only had Sakamata. Yeah, Sakamata was probably the better team still then. I forget actually. It might have been on its way out. Trying to remember when Gundam came out. Is Ascension 10 the last one? I think it is, right? I'm not sure. But yeah, all of the other characters are kicking my ass. I don't make it that far. But yeah, I'm getting close to Ascension 10. But yeah, even though you just got here, Karkat, I was about to end the collab. You was ready before collab and this, so you're under a small thing for ranking units at the end. Yeah, I've done it for a few of the other videos too, but that is something people do wonder. Even though for one video I did have the icon, but I forgot to actually mark some units. Yeah, but I'm sure that's something that you're very interested in whenever you do play Pad, because that's usually your first question, like what's good for a ranking. But yeah, did you pull? Because you were excited, somewhat excited, right, when they got announced in JP. But did you get the full Freeran team? It would be nice if you were still playing. Oh dang. So you haven't touched the game? Should I delete you? Let's see, when's the last time you logged in? I mean, you've logged in recently. Oh, there you go, a day ago. You did pull like 5 multis or something like that? Not that many. But did you get the Freeran team? I mean, you're not repping her, so I'm assuming no? Maybe I should delete some people here. I'll see after. Pixel Layton's. What is this for? Oh, this was AP. All right, but I'll leave it at that. Hopefully you guys have a good night. If you're pulling, don't pull in Chibis. Wait for something better. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. How do I get the honor of being added as a friend by the man? I mean, you can send me a request. I mean, if there's any other people that want to send me a request, go ahead. Let me know in the chat, and I'll make some space for you. Here, I'll leave it on screen. I'll stream already over. Yeah, I was ending like just before you got here, Karkai. Don't worry, it's not you. I was ending anyways. But yeah, there's my ID. Send me a request. Let me know your username, and I'll add you once I get water. Yeah, I'll take this as a break, just like 2-minute break. All right, I'm back. You don't have to pull anything. I mean, you won like 3 Freerans, or 2 Freerans and 1 Himmel, and then like Hyter, basically. Okay, you have Freeran and Fern duo, Freeran and Himmel duo, and 2 Eisen. No solo Frieren, because that really sucks. Because you can't play her then. Did you get a Fern by herself? Because maybe you could play the Fern team. Let's see, Corgi, let me add you. Oh, tired. Best friended me. Thank you. If you're on stream. All right, I have enough space for Corgi. There we go. And good to know, Corgi. Yeah, sometimes I do ask people for stuff to put up. Let me delete someone so I have enough space for something. Because I'm full and I don't want to buy space. I mean, I could delete a best friend. I don't know. I feel I'll delete a best friend. So Bira also retired. There was another retired player that I just best friended me. This is my alt. I might add them. Might recover the account at some point. I'll just keep it there because of that's my OG account. So I'll just delete Bira. I'll best friend them if they come back again. The most I do is run the event dungeons with my Kurotobi team. Yeah, Doma still can clear a lot of stuff just to clear the quest. He's still really solid. I mean, not right now, but if I do, I'll let you know. Okay, but yeah. All right. Now I do have to head to bed. So I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, have a good night. See you guys next time on the next stream. Oh yeah, feel free to join the Discord if you haven't. Have a good night. Yeah, let's see if I can clear it. Hopefully with another, I don't know. I really do like the Necrobinder, but he's so flimsy. He has like no HP. Right, have a good night.